Right, welcome back students to Teach Together Try with Mr. Burns. We are looking at rotational symmetry. Right, and welcome back here. Look guys, let's have a little test to see if you really need to watch this video. Three shapes, do they have rotational symmetry? Do these shapes have rotational symmetry? Well look, if you can get all of these three shapes correct, I don't think you really need to watch the video. So go on, pause me and determine whether these shapes have rotational symmetry. Does one have, does the other, does the other? Okay, go on, pause me and do that. Okay, I hope you've paused me and had a go on this little mini test. You didn't have to have a go, but it might save you some time. This triangle shape here does not have rotational symmetry. No. This hexagon certainly does have rotational symmetry. Yes. This love heart, no, does not have a rotational symmetry. Let's have a look at why that is. If you got all those right, you might just want to go on to the activity, but if you didn't, I suggest that you watch the video. Okay, team. Now, a shape has rotational symmetry if it can be spun around a point such that it repeats its shape more than once in a full revolution. I'll read that again. A shape, sorry about that, a shape has rotational symmetry if it can be spun around a point such that it repeats its shape more than once in a full revolution. Now, if that just sounds like gobbledygook to you, that's fine. I'll actually give you a visual demonstration of that. Okay, so let's look at friendly Mr. Hexagon here, and you can see how he looks there. That's the way he looks. We can call that position A if that's helpful. Okay, I might even just clone that. That might be useful. So I'll just clone that. There you go. All right. Okay. So over here we have position A, if that makes sense, and over here we'll have position B. Okay. Now if I turn this hexagon, so if I turn B over here. If I'm going to turn it around 360 degrees, I'm going to go right around in a circle. If at any point B looks like A, right, any point in the middle of the turn B looks like A, we can say it's got rotational symmetry. So I'm just going to turn B now. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. Oh, B doesn't look like A. B doesn't look like A. B doesn't look like A. Oh, B looks exactly like A. Right, we haven't even done a full turn. Okay, B doesn't look like A, B doesn't look like A, B doesn't look like A. Oh, B looks exactly like A, and we haven't even done a full turn. B doesn't look like A, B doesn't look like A. Oh, B looks... Okay, so we'll go back to the beginning, which I think was there. You can see that B... Well, this shape here certainly does have what we call rotational symmetry, because when we were turning it around, it looked like itself in its original position, didn't it? Chink, right, itself. Chink, right, itself. Chink, right, itself. Okay, but there were some naughty shapes that did not have that. Mr. Triangle, for example, here, this particular triangle, some do have rotational symmetry, but this one didn't, did he? So let's clone him. We'll have a look. Clone, okay. And we'll just do that, and we'll move this one over here, okay? And it might actually be helpful if we have a little line, I've realised, if we just have a little line to show where the side is when we turn it. And that might be useful too. There you go. Okay, and just forgive me, I'll have to pause that again. Okay, and we're back. Now let's see if it's got rotational symmetry. Okay, so let's turn it, right? Well, does it look the same? Oh, that was meant to be grouped. Sorry about that. Let me start that again, please. Oh, let's start again. So we'll turn it to see if shape B matches shape A anywhere in its rotation. Okay, here we go. Turn in, turn. It's not matching. 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 It's still not matching. We're 180 degrees now. It matches there. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't actually look like that, does it? It's a reflection, but it's not the same. So no, it's not matching. It's not matching. It's not matching until we get back to the beginning. So, because it only matched once, it didn't match more than once, did it? Didn't match more than once. It only matched once, which was, its original position. So, no, it doesn't have rotational symmetry. No. And what about friendly Mr. Loveheart? Well, look, here's an example. Like, you can tell me, what do you think it's going to match more than once in its full rotation, in its full revolution? What do you think? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. It matches now, but that's at the beginning. Is it matching? No. Is it matching? No. Is it matching? No, 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 no. It doesn't match. No, no, no. It doesn't match. And it matches once in its full revolution, which is its original positions. Of course, it's going to match. So again, we can say the love heart. No, it does not have rotational symmetry. Okay. I'm going to give you some now to check yourself. Let's see how you go at that. Here's a good one, Mr. Rectangle. Does Mr. Rectangle have rotational symmetry? Does shape A, if you turn it around, does it become its own shape again more than once in a full revolution? Go on, does it have rotational symmetry? Pause me and work that out. Okay, I hope you pause me. Let's do it together. I'll just clone that shape. I'll just clone that shape. Sorry about that. Clone, and then here you go. Let's move it. All right, there you go. So let's rotate it. Let's see if it becomes itself. No, 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 no. Aha! It's a half turn, and it does become itself. So yes. There's one, it's repeated its shape once already, and then we go back to the full revolution, and yes, two. It repeated its shape twice, actually, so that was more than once. So we can say, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Have a go at this one for me. Okay, what about this semicircle? Does it have rotational symmetry? Will it repeat its point, its exact shape more than once? Well, go on. Pause me and work that out for yourself. See how that goes. Okay, I hope you pause me. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. I'm just going to turn that. Oh, no, 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 no. No, it still doesn't match. It's upside down. B does not look like A. In fact, I can see that this is only going to match once in a full revolution, which is when we go back to the start, and there it is. So, no is the answer to that. It does not have rotational symmetry. No. I wonder if you got that. Now, guys, just something to be a little bit aware of. This is not really year 5, but you can learn this anyway. If a shape repeats itself after a half turn, which is after a 180-degree turn, then we can say it's got point symmetry as well as rotational symmetry. So, for example, like here is shape A. Here's shape A, and I've replicated it over here in position B. So let's rotate shape A, and you can see that when I rotate shape A, it gets back its original position at a 180-degree turn, a half turn. So we can actually say that shape A actually has what we call point symmetry, because after a 180-degree turn, then it is matching its exact original shape. Okay, so that's got rotational symmetry and point symmetry. So there's, of course, its full revolution and its second match. Okay, guys, I hope that has been useful.